Well, what's up? I know a lot of you weren't expecting to see me tonight, but I wasn't even expecting to see me tonight. So that is where we are today. Let's see where this takes us, shall we? I'm going to read you three poems. That's basically how it's going to go down. And then you'll have to catch me on the other social media sites to hear the other three poems. And then I'll do another three poems, or maybe four. That is how I'm feeling. With that said, let's get started. This is unreleased work. I don't even think most of y'all have even heard these, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm reading them, so you'll just have to watch as I read my own poetry. I haven't done it in a while, so like I said, just bear with me. Back to me. Cold. A frozen tundra wasteland area where my heart used to be. Cardio rhythm stalled. Pain that can't be grazed by the likes of the largest doses of Tylenol. Near suicidal. At the at the object of my affection where I stop the buck, carrying an attitude that could freeze the hardest block better than a fleet of ice cream trucks. Better luck next time for any dime trying to cross dribble past my pivotal. No longer will I suffer the seductions of the subliminal. Nice thighs and pretty eyes won't blur my visual because if it ain't got your mind right, every attempt is pitiful. I've been miserable since the day I let this misery get the best of me and convince me that of your love, I wasn't worthy. So I've been trying not to think about it just so I can make it through. I occupy my time in order to occupy my mind with something other than the repetitive thoughts of you, because my thoughts are consumed with you. It feels like most of my normal bodily functions cease. Our shared memories do something to me and cause a sudden productivity decrease. With you in my arms, my heart found peace, and I swear that your extended periods of absence will cause me to be deceased. At least that's how it feels. So shouldn't that mean this love is real because my infatuation with you is not grounded in your sex appeal? When you're gone, I miss the taste of your smile, the scent of your essence, the sound of orchestra of harps that play to create your words in the very sight of your angelic frame, my heart engraved with your name. So I feel no shame in proclaiming that all of my loving poetry ever written must have been about you. I know you're not perfect, but parts of you are incredible. And if you don't mind me saying so, I know for a fact that some parts of you are edible. Any woman submitting application for your position must have been acting as an actress, and any man vying for my position must have just been for your practice because their webs of deceit will never compare to this lifelong, ever challenging love that we share. It's too bad that we haven't grasped the concept that every kindergarten knows. Square pegs just don't fit in round holes. Well, they do if the square is too small and the edges don't get filled, but that just means the main purpose is never fulfilled. So our failed attempts at breakup are no match for the rigid parameters of God's design. No one can take our places, and we know this because we've tried too many times. So I think I've made up my mind. You still have my heart, girl. I say that knowing playfully, knowing full well that you're my forever lady, and to live another moment without you knowing would just be crazy. So the day you come back to me, so will the heartbeat that left me. It's the first one. This next piece is called Enough. Hotel Enough. Hush, baby. Please don't cry. Let me get Kleenex to dry your eyes, miss. Your room is ready. A room filled with all that you've ever asked for. Pretty purple pillows patterned with wild orchids have been fluffed to hold you close because haven't you had enough of those emotions inconsiderate? Don't you get tired of those that hurt you deliberate? The moments when you call for me in so much despair make me wish that there was a faster way to get there, to say all that you want to hear. The sauna has been set to the exact temperature of your liking. The candles have been lit to make it that much more enticing. Your bedroom has been dressed in your favorite scent to make it that much more inviting. Fine dining has buffet spread on the balcony in the cool evening air with soothing music in the background to add to the already delicious ambiance. The blinds have been drawn to make sure there isn't a hidden audience. Those awkward seconds on the phone right before we hang up have made those reservations from your reservations about what will happen in our future. I can hear you wanting to say it as bad as I want to hear it, but please, dearest, don't say it if you're not ready, but only when you know you are. I know I love you, but forcing you to repeat my feelings is something I will never do. I'll work on my patience to stay true, and until the appointed time and place, I will be the gentleman enough to give your healing its necessary space. I care for you more than these words will let you know. I hold back my emotions in hopes that they won't show, but I can't get you out of my mind because now I realize you were never there from the start. Somehow your presence has found residence in the well sealed portions of my heart. So your room remains ready whenever you are, right here at Hotel Enough. That's two. I hope you enjoy it. Last piece. It's called Fallen. Let me start off by saying that I'm sorry for what I've done, though you may not even know what it is. Let me explain the actions behind my indiscretion before allowing you to pass judgment. Had a strange feeling I wasn't supposed to ever approach you, but I felt a strong need to play host to a long list of adventures and romance I wanted to take you on even before I knew you. But your eyes entrap me. Your professionalism so sensual in a way that easily explains how eventually we would exchange numbers to find time to get together. This is merely the beginning of feelings that led to images of you being so appealing. So now I'm revealing that you are something special. I want to enjoy your company. True, I do find you extremely attractive from your hair to your hips, from your eyes to your lips, from your breasts to your rear assets, all the way to your well pedicured toes and manicured fingertips. I see more than just the materialistic. There is something extra about you, much more than coordinated lipstick, but I'd be a hypocrite all of the to say all that, but it is the details I see to take the visual curves less traveled. A careful examination from your head to your feet. Indiscreet, I see great posture, a show of structure that demands the respect of the world, an attitude of confidence that makes an obvious distinction between a woman and a girl. So please allow me to be the one to blush, but dare not take offense. I am merely being honest because if I'm not, it will haunt my conscience. I was once so modest, but now I protest by pointing out the very best of what I've seen because there is just no denying you are something special. My apprehension made pray sin- my apprehension made pray silently. God, please don't let what I see be the only part of her worth discovering. Contrary to the average male species, uncovering you physically was not my main goal. Admittedly, I was initially only attracted to your exterior, but that was until we spoke. In your depth, I realized that you are so much more. No, these words that reach you are not meant to be construed as sexual. I would prefer to undress your mental and leave marks on your medulla of how a few words can soothe you. Your translation of my diction will soon be revealing your other side. So, in my mind, you can become whole. One part body, one part soul. A compliment I'm sure you've often been told. As men, we can often be so cold in an attempt to only satisfy what we see with our eyes, never taking the time to comfort the pain you may have buried inside. So, first, I want to apologize for all of us that have done this. But for my own personal indiscretion toward you, I apologize because in just two visits, a conversation of 10 minutes, 17 seconds I spent on your voicemail and our verbal exchange where I hoped we would properly detail the terms of our first date, my emotions culminate into an explosion that I just couldn't wait any longer to say. that I think I'm falling for you because I think you're something special. I hope you enjoyed that trip, and I hope you are logged on to Facebook as well as Instagram and TikTok because who knows? There might be some more new work coming. Stay tuned.